Happy fall and welcome pumpkin spice. I actually really like the fall and I like decorating my front porch to be fallish, but fall is kind of close to Christmas, so I don't like to spend a lot of money on my fall decor, but I still want it to look good. I'm on it and I'm going to be creating fall decor with dollar store finds, like this sign. Yeah, this is dollar store. Let me show you how I made it. So the supplies I'm going to need are these 3 arrows that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and this garden stake, and it's from Dollarama. Now the wood on all of these is just a little bit rough, so I want to sand it down because I will be staining all the pieces, and I'll be staining them different colors. So just a little bit of sanding, just so it's nicer to touch, and it just looks a little cuter. Now that the wood is sanded down enough not to give me splinters any longer, I can move on to stain. And I just picked 4 stains that I have in my stash that felt the most fallish to me. And the reason I'm using different colors is just so this sign looks like it's been around for a long time, and like one of the arrows fell off, so then they had to put a new one on, and they didn't have the stain that they had the first time, so they just kept making different. That's kind of my, I know it's gonna look brand new, but in my head that works, and I just think that'll be cute. So enough of me rambling, I'm gonna start staining to put this together. This first one is weathered oak. Oddly, it ends up looking really gray, but it is still pretty. And this says it's cedar, and when I was sanding it, it did smell like cedar, so the dollar store sells cedar, I guess? Cool. Using my Cricut, I've cut out some fall phrases. And these are the little words that are gonna go on the arrows, kind of like some signage for fall festivities. This one says hay rides. Maybe if you go that way, you'll find a hay ride. I don't know, maybe the neighbors have one, I don't know. But that's what's going on these signs. So this is iron on vinyl. So I have my little mini iron here, and I can iron it on just like it's fabric. So cute. Yes, I'm eyeballing it. I'm not gonna measure, it's for like a cute sign. I've laid out my little signs in the way that I think they look the cutest. They're slightly tipped, but not so much that they look comical. And the pieces of wood that are on the sides, that's just there to hold them up while I was figuring out how they look. That has nothing to do with the actual project. But they need to be secured, which I'm gonna do glue and the best tool ever, my brad nailer. But I wanna make sure that I'm getting my signs the way I want them. So I have a pencil, and I'm just kind of like tracing out the line, like the shape. So the shape, the lines, whatever. I'm tracing out the outline so I can put them back in the same spot. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I love it. Look how cute this is. This turned out really good. It's not like cheesy Halloween fallish. It's just really cute. So now I need to protect it with some diamond grip, just some sealer. This is my sealer that I use for well, pretty much everything, it just works really well. So a few coats of this, I think it actually says like 5 coats, but I don't know if I'm gonna go that many, but I just wanna make sure it looks sealed, and then I can put this outside. It's so cute. You turned out so good. Okay, let's get some sealing done. I'm thinking of popping this into a planter of mums because I think that's a really cute excuse to buy mums. And now I want to make a freestanding sign. So let me show you my supplies. This shelf has a bit of wear. It's a bit beat up and it's curved in the middle, like dips in the middle, so I can't really use it for much else. But I think it will make such an awesome sign with its patina and age. But one issue, one side is kind of curved, like they've routered it, and the other side is flat. So I need to kind of balance that out. But that means I get to use my router, which is like the new skill I learned this summer, and I totally love doing it. So that's kind of a fun project for me. And then I move on to my box of supplies to make this the cutest sign ever. Now, my design is about 80% there, so there may be some making up as I go along, but routering now. The edge and top are routered. They're not perfect, but they look pretty good. So let me go over my design plan. I have these wooden scroll appliques, which I'm thinking to put one in each corner up here. So like one here and then one here. Let's see what that looks like. So, doesn't matter, it seems which way they go. So I have that. Then I have this sign which says bloom where you're planted, but I'm not going to use it even like a sign. I'm going to put it this way and then put this hook in the middle of that. And then my little box. And then inside my box, I'm going to put my eucalyptus. I think that's pretty good. Oh, and this is a hook, so I will come up with either twine or chain to attach the box so it looks like it's hanging, but it's actually going to be secured. And if you wanted to, this is lined with plastic, so you can actually plant like a real plant in it. But I think this eucalyptus is going to do the trick. So what do you think of the design? It's cute, eh? It's just kind of different. Well, I need to now decide on colors because I need to stain or paint my little wood pieces that I'm adding. And that's the part where I'm not really 100% certain on what my plan is yet. I have to figure out a way to blend in what I just routered because I don't have this stain because this is like a 100-year-old board. So I have to come up with something with that and then decide what my colors. I want it to look fallish, so I have some ideas, but let's play around with some color. I first applied a layer of aged wheat by Varathane. It's definitely a greeny colored stain, so to tone that down and give the color some depth, I applied a coat of red oak. I love the look of mixing stains. The result is always a richer finish. Unbelievably, the red oak stain was an almost perfect match to the original shelf color. That made this so much easier. After the copper spray paint, I added some highlights with the dark paint that I used before, called Wellington. I did this to add age and character. The paint is mostly dry, and I'm just kind of excited to see what it's going to look like, so I want to start putting it together and gluing it together. I'm using 2 types of glue. Wood glue and hot glue. And the hot glue is for like the initial tack to get it in place. And then the wood glue is like the permanent long-term hold. So, oh yes, I know you can still see the words bloom where you are planted, but, oh, and the 2 holes, but I'm hoping that it's not so noticeable when it's all put together. I did think my paint would hide it, but Oh, I'm just gonna pretend that's the way I wanted it. It's like a rustic detail. That's what I'm going with. Okay, but let's start gluing. Now I'm just gonna let this dry overnight. I attached a scrap piece of wood to the back. It's just a piece of 6x6 post that we're not gonna use for anything else. But you totally don't need to do this if you're going to lean it against a wall. But this gives me options. I know you can't get this at the dollar store, but just a scrap piece that I had. Now it's time to add my planter shelf. And I'm going to put that right over the screws. I did that on purpose. I put the screws exactly where I knew that I wanted to have the little box, so it's gonna hide it. And I'm gonna attach this with wood glue and hot glue. While the glue is drying, I'm going to work on the eucalyptus to get it ready to go inside the flower box. I grabbed another scrap block of wood that fits inside the flower box, and my plan is to splay and staple the eucalyptus. This way gives me control over how it's going to look, how bushy and how full. And I grabbed my floral snips because I need to snip off the bottoms first. What am I doing? Before I can move on to adding more details like my cute little hook, I need to seal everything. And I'm gonna be using my favorite outdoor sealer, which is by Varathane. It's called Diamond Wood Finish. It has diamonds, so it's awesome. It's non-yellowing and really easy to work with. So I think this might need, I don't know, like maybe 3 coats? Yeah, so let's get started. Top coats are dry, which means I can add my pretty hook. I mean, this is really pretty and really nice for Dollar Tree. Like, it's metal. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, it comes with screws and I'm just gonna screw it on. Aww, it's so cute. I did it! Kind of impressed with myself. I got it centered and I used tools and all of that. Okay, so now this is a hook that's supposed to be holding on to this basket down here, but it's just air right now. So my thoughts were either twine, which is cute, but what about some chain? And this is still dollar store. I got this from like a hanging planter and I just kept it. But look, wouldn't that look cool? My chain is 26 lengths long, so I just need to screw it on each side with these really cute little black screws that I found. It'll be perfect. There she be. I am so happy with this. I did it all myself too. Woohoo! I usually like to pawn things off on Ralph, but I totally wanted to do this one myself, and I did. And my last thing is to add I was gonna say flowers, but eucalyptus. Oh, it's adorable. Aww, you turned out so good. All my dollar store stuff. Anyways, I would love to put this outside right now. I've went and got this big mum. It's white and just really bushy, but it's also really rainy because Hurricane Helene, I mean, she's nowhere close to us, but she still likes to spit on us. So we just have rain. I feel so sorry for everyone in her path. She is vicious and not nice lady. Helene, tisk on you. So yeah, wow, I am so sorry for all of you who have to deal with that. But I just have rain, but it does mean that I can't go outside and make my front porch look pretty. Because my 2 signs are ready, my big mum is ready, just the weather's not participating. So I'm gonna wait until the weather's good, and then it'll be so nice outside. Maybe I'll even go get some pumpkins. I mean, not in the rain though. But anyways, this turned out so good. I'm not exaggerating when I say that we finally had a break of sunshine for about an hour. That's when I booted it outside. This is the start of my fall porch decor. I definitely need to add pumpkins. Dollar store supplies can go far with some creativity. This doesn't feel dollar store to me. And I hope it's given you some ideas to try for your own decor. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share. And if you like the channel, subscribe. Happy fall, happy decorating, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! All of this, different colors too. So just a little, what is this? Okay, I need to focus, gosh. Lay down, baby. Look at you. Okay, now I have to make the center dish. Just kidding, I'm gonna eyeball it. Okay, let's go outside and freeze, because I'm wearing shorts and it looks cold.